Yes, I've always been an introspective lad. All right, I'll tell the truth, overly tentative and indecisive, incessantly weighing options. When I was a boy, there was no telling what career I'd be committing to in the future. In school, I was drawn to the 3 R's, especially writing and arithmetic, but that didn't clarify much, and I wanted no part as I matured of science, history, foreign language, or anything else requiring scholarly pursuit. Being an unusually unhandy child, I particularly wanted no part of shop class. Our pathetic spatula, remarkably still in use since 8th grade, is exhibit A that mechanical aptitude would not be enhancing my future. Baseball was my original passion, playing and reading about it. I memorized all the season and career records and became a diehard Indians fan, ushering in years of heartbreak. I also became hooked at an early age on indoor games, especially cards and word games. Unfortunately, having a talent for anagrams does not secure a pathway to a rewarding career. Perhaps another factor in my lack of focus on the future was a couple of childhood adjustments to moving in the middle of 3rd grade Barberton to Akron, middle of 8th grade to the big city of Cleveland, where our family landed in Cleveland Heights. It was easy to lose your way among 2,800 kids at Heights High, but I found my way right to the 2 pool halls blocks from the high school. So I had 2 new passions, poker and pool. You could even squeeze in a game at Wally's. Given my priority on schoolwork, it figures that I was floundering at Miami, going from Dean's List to probation by my senior year, and despite constantly switching majors, but I did miraculously graduate on time. Then a book helped direct me. Playwright Moss Hart's memoir of his passion for theater enabled me to recognize my passion for writing, and I got a master's in communications at Ohio State. With no experience in communications, however, more wandering. Next came some teaching and then employment at the Cleveland Clinic on the psych ward. There I got paid to play bridge, pool, and Scrabble with the psych patients. My dream job. On to DC, where I met my wife, started a family, and got my first communications job as chief writer for United Way of the National Capital Area. At last I was doing something all day that might be my calling. Then came a chance to return to my hometown in the communications department of the Jewish Federation of Cleveland. There I was able to grow as a creative writer while participating in our community's exceptional nonprofit sector. Some years into that role, a light flickered. Our professional staff participated in a series of training sessions, and I was fascinated. Somehow I had never been exposed to the training field. What might this discovery mean for me? While I contemplated that, I intermittently got serious about getting published on the side as a freelancer. My first article, a PD Sunday magazine piece on how unhandy I am. A later one detailed my first Scrabble tournament. The high point of that period came in 1997 when the Indians were facing the dreaded Yankees for the league championship. My nostalgia piece about the rivalry made the New York Times and even contained a photo of my boyhood hero, Al Rosen. Eventually, despite chronic indecision, I had to take charge of my career and hoped I could make it on my own by offering 2 services: hands-on help plus writing workshops. This has been my focus for over 17 years. My workshops and presentations can be brief or multi-session. When I have ample time with participants, we discuss the aesthetics or appeal of their writing, brevity, clarity, correctness, and development. On July 30, I'll have the opportunity to work with all of you when I focus on common writing errors and misunderstandings. I figure designers earn extra points when they catch client mistakes. 3 years ago, I made good on a promise to myself to produce a handbook highlighting the most common errors and missed opportunities in workplace writing. It's yours at a discount on July 30, and that even includes Spike's cut. It has been my pleasure to talk with you tonight, and I look forward to more time with you in a couple of months. Thank you, and thank you to Spike for supporting someone who is so unhandy.